the government was taking over, right? Gabbie and I was not together. I was her ex-husband, and she was my ex-wife. I bought one. This was on a field trip. I bought one, and I had it like this, and I would blow. And because it was cold outside, it looked like I was actually smoking. And we did it. I did it in front of the teacher, and the teacher thought I was smoking. I was swinging on it at first, and then I was like, let me put my head on. Let me put that in my head right here. And then I started swinging again, and I was like, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Mom Said, Dad Said with your host, Jay and
Gabbie.
Hey, Gabbie. Like, why you always gotta be like, Gabbie?
Gabbie.
Why don't you say the famous Gabriella?
I'm not famous.
Okay. It's like a figure of speech. Anyways, welcome back to another week of Mom Said, Dad Said. Almost messed that up. Sorry, guys. Man, it's been a crazy week with sports. Yo, sports this week was epic.
And school. Well, school was just one day that week, but still, like getting up every like super early every day. I'm not used to it yet.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's a little rough.
It takes a minute for us to get adjusted for it. But once we get there, man, it's gonna be a breeze. Once we just start waking up early every day.
Yeah. So I've been tired. We actually slept in today, and I was like, man, I was exhausted.
Yeah, that was a good sleep in though. I think was it till 9 o'clock though? It was only 9 o'clock.
But still, I feel like that's
what? That's sleeping.
Okay, that's sleeping into us.
Some
because
people sleep till 12.
Okay, no, I feel like we're wasting the whole day if we do that.
When I was younger, I used to wake up at 12 o'clock. But then I would realize, man, I'm wasting the whole day sleeping in until 12.
Y'all, Jay woke up mad at me.
Oh yeah, today I was a little salty. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. It was my dream that I had, and it was a crazy dream. But it was a dream of a dream of a dream of a dream, because it's only gonna be a dream.
This man woke up. Well, tell him.
Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all exactly what happened in the dream. All right, so for some reason, I had a dream that the government was taking over, right? Gabbie and I was not together. I was her ex-husband, and she was my ex-wife. I don't know how it happened, but we were on post. For some reason, both of us were on post at the same time. And then next thing you know, they shut down post. For those that don't know what post is, it's a military installation. We have it here where we stay at. But this was just I don't know what post this was. I just know it's just a random military post. We were both in it. It ended up getting shut down. Like I said, we got locked down. Gabbie called me, and I was like, that was a weird random call, I guess, because we already talked about the situation with the kid. I'm sorry, guys, I'm trying to remember the dream, and it's hard to remember some of the dream.
Basically, I was like your ex, and I
Pretty
never
much,
call
she was my
you.
ex, and she called me,
and I never call.
Yeah, never call. And I met up with her, and for some reason, because I thought it was the end of the world, because I saw a big plane, like a whole bunch of planes just coming in. They were shooting missiles down at the town.
Motherfuckers said rockets.
They were shooting missiles, rockets, everything. It was crazy. It was like
he said rockets, and I was
happening.
crying. I was crying when he said
Anyways,
rockets.
Long story short, me and Gabbie are in a room, and I was like, hey, what's up? It's the last we gonna be here. Last time we gonna be here. What's up? What you trying to do? You already know
when I was
happened.
Married, so you were mad that I was with someone else.
Your dude. I guess the government took him. I don't know what they did with him, but that's all. That was.
And you were happy about it?
I didn't give a fuck, but I was just.
Damn. You didn't care?
So our kids were older. Our kids were like big kids. We didn't have. They weren't little kids.
Oh my
so
God.
This was years. This was.
What if you're like looking into the
years.
future?
Okay, so this isn't right now type shit. This was like years, and the kids are older. But yeah, it was just so crazy. I was like, hey, it's the end of the world, and we rekindled. But I still didn't like you because you had an ex. Yeah, I was your ex-husband.
Oh my God, that is funny because you know how it feels when I dream with you with other women.
When you have dreams of a dream,
when you
have, she be waking up salty, and I be like,
now you know how it feels. I love it. I love it. The taste of it.
I'm not really like spiteful because I got what I wanted at the end.
You got booty. Don't mean I still like you.
You know that feeling? No, you liked me. For sure.
Shut up.
You liked it to me for real. You said forget your husband.
Shut up. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Anyways, you guys, we literally the main topic of this podcast we're gonna be talking about. A lot of you guys do know and probably don't know, but before Jay was in the military and like when we were kids, like what? When I was in 3rd grade, and then
when did you become a military
brat? A military brat? I became a military brat at 3rd grade.
3rd grade? Okay, so
what about you?
I all my life.
Well, yeah, since he was he was born into it. I remember seeing pictures. So yeah, basically we were military brats before Jay was in the military, and so we kind of never left that military lifestyle. So we always had it in our lives. I mean, him a lot longer than me. I wasn't born into it, but I was in 3rd grade and I was pretty young. And then I was a military brat all the way till like senior year of high school. So it's just so crazy from 3rd grade to senior year. And you, what was it? It was like since you were born to what?
Yeah, because I was actually born on a post.
Yeah, in Fort Campbell.
And that's why when somebody asks, hey, where are you from? I always just say Clarksville because it's like pretty much grew up in Clarksville.
Yeah.
Really, because, I mean, Fort Campbell and Clarksville is like, 5 minutes away?
Yeah.
And on my birth certificate, it does have Montgomery County. So that's why I'm like, man, I'm from Clarksville, Tennessee.
Yeah. And when did your dad retire?
Oh, man, years
No,
ago.
like what grade were you?
Oh, I graduated high school 2012. He was still in.
Oh my gosh.
I want to say it was 2013 he got out. 2013 14.
From 1994 to 2013?
No, he got in before 1994. I don't know if it was 1994. He was
damn.
He did 26 years.
Damn.
Yeah, he almost did 30 of them things.
I don't know. How long was my dad in? I know he told you.
I think it was 13.
13 years?
10 or 13. It was 13.
Yeah, 13 years. But yeah, it was.
Was it 13?
You didn't do the full 20?
No, it happened when Jaden was born. Because he said he left. And then he got out. I want to say it was 13. It was 13. No, he didn't do 20.
Yeah, I know he wanted to, but medically he couldn't.
You want to know how many I did?
4.
I did 75.
No, you didn't. You did 4 years.
No, I didn't. I did. How did you not even know?
6.
Golly.
6
You're
years.
terrible.
Was it 6?
Yes.
It was?
It seems like it was quick.
Oh, it was 6.
Oh, it was 6. Yes. It just flew by. That's why.
Yeah. I know he wanted to do.
Still good. Shoot.
Yeah. 6 is good.
Almost a
6 is
decade.
good. It's just so funny when people are like, I was in the military for like 2 years. I mean, really, time doesn't really matter. Honestly,
it don't matter. You still serve.
I know a lot of people are like, for that.
That's why I said not a lot of people can go in and say, well, I mean, I don't know now. Now they're just accepting people left and right. But,
they are.
But
they're desperate for people to get in the military right now. It's crazy.
Not for everybody.
But
not for everybody.
What all duty stations were you stationed at?
So I want to say I was at Fort. Of course, I was here. The other place that I remember is Colorado.
So what's here? Fort Campbell. People don't know that.
They know that. We already talking.
A lot of people don't know where we're at.
Fort Campbell. As a kid, obviously because I was born, and then Fort Carson. In Colorado. I believe Dad was somewhere in Ohio because I remember living in Ohio at one point at this one house. I remember it because I remember this guy used to pick me up from school. I used to ride his bike go back to his house, and then we'd play video games. And I think it was right across the street from our house. So I remember that. So it definitely, I remember it was Ohio. I just don't know the base. I can't think. I don't think we were in Texas. I know Germany. Germany, I remember 3 years. We were there for 3 years. I was there from 3rd, 4th, and 5th. That's what I remember. And man, those are some fun times.
Yeah.
Boy. Especially like being a kid in Germany.
Yeah.
I had a fun time, so I can only imagine like if we had got stationed there as adults, man, we would have had even better time.
Yeah.
The best thing that I remember in Germany was the food, schnitzel.
Oh my God, schnitzel is good. I had a German friend.
I have yet to have schnitzel.
Since then. I had a German friend, and I had schnitzel because of her, and they made it. But I feel like we can try to make it.
Look, we need to find. I remember the taste. It had like this gravy.
But it probably won't be out. It probably won't be authentic.
Man. Whenever we go to Germany,
yeah,
we gotta try it.
Yeah, I would love to
go overseas. But yeah, Germany was really, it was crazy because the way they had things, I can't see them having those things now.
Yeah.
So when I was there, we had this field trip, right? Mm-hmm. And this field trip was dope. We was able to take it to being in Germany, you get the big buildings that look like castles and stuff. So our field trip was at like this big old castle on the top of the mountain. And I remember we could have parent chaperones. I remember one of my friends, Paulie. I remember
Paulie D?
No, it wasn't him.
I'm just kidding.
Paulie D. I remember his name was Paulie. I remember him. I wonder,
Paulie D.
You know what's crazy is I wonder if they remember me.
I don't know.
I wonder. Anyways, but this field trip was so dope that you got to go there, stay the night in the castle, and that's why we had the chaperones, because the chaperones would be a part of 3 or 4 kids. You'd stay with them in that room, and it was dope, man. I had that, and I'm like, I just can't see them doing that now. I mean,
yeah,
we're here. We're in the States, so I don't know how they do things in this. It was freaking fire. The field trips in Germany were fire.
Where'd you get stationed after Germany?
Germany, we got stationed here, Fort Campbell.
Oh, and then you guys stayed here?
Stayed here from 6th grade all
Why did
the
you guys
way.
stay here so long?
I guess Dad had the pool with. I guess he wanted to like finish school here.
That's crazy, because I really wish I was able to like stay at a high school and stay, because when we had to leave Louisiana mid high school, that sucks so bad, because
I really don't know how Dad did it.
I loved it. I think it's because my parents wanted to leave that town, and I was so upset because we were settled and loved the school.
Yeah.
So I just can't believe.
That's like 6 years he stayed here at Fort Campbell.
Yeah, that's wild.
I don't know how he did it, but he did it.
Usually if you're 1/60th is when you stay here for that long. That's why it's crazy. But the places I was stationed at Oklahoma in my first one, and my mom loved Oklahoma. The only thing is all the tornado warnings. Like
coming from El Paso though, right?
Yes.
He was stationed.
He joined in El Paso, but his first duty station was Lawton, Oklahoma. And Oklahoma, which was Fort Sill, it was small town, whatever. And it was nice. It was my mom loved it because it was a small town, very quiet. But only thing that was like we didn't like is that you think we have tornado warnings now here in Tennessee. Over there is crazy. You had MPs going down the street saying, "Tornado has touchdown. Please take shelter," from like the MPs. It never got
that bad though, like it did here, where it touched.
I'm pretty sure it did, but we were so little, but my mom had us with helmets in the closets and stuff. But there's so many tornado warnings in Oklahoma. Like it was so crazy because it's a tornado alley. Oklahoma, so that's why it's scary.
You'll never see us moving there. Don't even ask. Don't ask.
Tennessee's becoming a tornado alley.
And guess what we finna do? I ain't gonna say it, but guess what we finna do?
Yeah. So
build a hut.
So after Fort Sill, I was there from 3rd grade to 5th grade, and then we moved back to El Paso. And so I went to middle school at Hamburg Middle School in El Paso. And I was there so we got stationed there so we could be there for the family. And I was there from like 5th grade, like half of 5th grade to 7th grade. So, and then, obviously I had all my friends that I met there, and like, I loved it. And I was just like, I loved the school, and it was because it was my hometown too. And then boom, hit with orders again. We went to Louisiana, Fort Polk, and it was another country town. And I was so mad at first because I missed El Paso so much. Hello. Oh my gosh. We have our little cock blocker.
Our podcast interrupter.
Huh?
This is week 2.
Okay,
what?
okay.
She don't let me.
Oh.
She don't let you?
Okay, well. Anyways.
She didn't let
sorry, you guys. She just can't be away from us like for too long. But anyways, so yeah, we went to Fort Polk, and I was really upset because I already made all my friends in El Paso in middle school, and of course I had all my family there, so I enjoyed it, and I was really mad. But it was actually a great thing because I was there from 8th grade to sophomore year, and I ended up making so many friends and joining the cheer squad. The cheer squad was really, really hard to get into in that high school.
Don't mess with these, okay?
And that high school was really hard to get into. And the way they did their pep rallies and like all that, like I remember I was an 8th grader at Pickering High School, and I was just like looking at all the cheerleaders in 8th grade, and I was like, oh, I want to be her, like, because I was a cheerleader growing up. But it just looked intense, like the dances, they had the band playing and they had dances to go with the band. So I was like, oh, they hype over here, like this high school is crazy. I tried out, you guys, and of course I made varsity. And if you know me, if you make varsity as a freshman, that's a big thing.
You made varsity as a freshman?
I knew I was going to, because I was that girl. No, I'm just kidding. No, I made varsity as a freshman, and then my sophomore year I became sophomore year, of course I made varsity again, but I knew I was going to become co-captain because of the votes. I was going to become captain or co-captain for my junior year because of the votes.
Oh, so
and they fucking hit with me with orders to move. Yeah, so I was as a freshman, as going into freshman year into the high school, I saw how big they took homecoming and stuff like that, and like, but because I was new and stuff and I was still the new girl, I didn't think I was going to have the opportunity to become a cheerleader and like even make varsity and stuff like that. But obviously I've done cheerleading since I was in 4th grade. So I had so much like, obviously talent still. And I just knew, obviously that's my sport. Like I was in competition cheer. So I was like, there's no way. Like I just knew. But then I saw people that would flip and stuff too. And obviously with me, like my flipping wasn't like the best, but I was able to do round off back handsprings. But there was some girls that were just like going crazy and whatever. But when I made the team and stuff, I was so excited that I was part of the varsity team. And then I got nominated as homecoming court for my freshman year. Mind you, I didn't think that was going to happen. And then I got nominated again for sophomore year.
Dude, I don't even, how you get nominated on these things? Because I only got nominated in
I was like, what the heck? And I know I was going to become a captain in my junior year. And so when I got hit with like, you're going to leave, because I had all these friends, the teachers even loved me. And like, it's just like, I was the
worst part.
Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh yeah, I was popular. But I think I was just like very like, I was one of those where I was like friends with everybody. Like, I don't care.
And this was what age group again? Like you were still in this is high school stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, see, I'm glad I didn't have to experience leaving in high school.
Yeah, so I was devastated. I was crying when I got, and obviously I had a boyfriend at the time too. So that was the main reason too. I had like cheer team, good family, like that I was a part of, and then like I had a boyfriend, and I was like so close with his family, and I know it's like it was so hard. So I'm going to be honest, I was really sad. I was so sad that I was leaving. And so when we left and got hit with orders and had to go back to Fort Campbell, I was so upset because it was a whole change for me. I went to high school on a base, on a military installation. I was always at a school that was off post. So I went to a school that was on post. And I'm not going to lie, I thought a lot of them were like so different, and it was just a big change from this town. And then like I remember I tried out for the cheer team. Of course I made it my junior year, and I actually became co-captain, which was crazy because I was a new girl. I was a new girl and became
came in here doing the thing. It's because of the standard that you had.
I had a high standard because I was actually facial expressions, like my everything. I think my leadership, all that. I was always the one that always wanted to help everybody. I was never that one. Because there's sometimes like the captains that I experienced, they always like wear it, and like it just was like, I'm not one of those like, I'm just gonna wear it like, okay guys, I'm the captain, so you have to listen to me. Like, no, I was more of like the helper. Cap. No, I swear. I just wanted to be the helper. So coming from a school, I was like, wow, I can't believe I became co-captain at this new high school. But it was so much fun. It was fun, but the football games weren't the same. The stands, the people at the stands were dead.
When you told me that, I was like, oh, dang. Well, that's crazy because Fort Campbell, before you came, was actually, they were really good at football. I remember they had, and their stands were crazy. I don't know what they did. I don't know if that was the military kids playing. Maybe there was.
I think it's because I came in a weird year. I came when all the good people left. Well, I mean, there were still good players when I came, but like I guess the ones that were winning like all the games and stuff like that. I came at the end of that era, so. I was really sad still because I was still in a relationship and the long distance was hard. It was so hard, and I think it was like consuming my whole life because it started becoming toxic. And that's when I started to realize like, okay, I need to stop like hating the school and maybe try to give it a chance because I want to be with my boyfriend or because I want to do this and stuff. So I started to realize that. And then senior year comes, of course, make the team, become co-captain again. And and I did not one homecoming court. I got nominated homecoming court junior year and senior year as a new girl.
And lost.
It's not that I lost. I never really won every year that I was nominated.
I'm just saying, don't worry, I lost too.
But that's so cool to be able to get nominated as a new girl.
It is cool.
In all 4 years.
You're fired. All 4 years? Nominated? Don't play with these, baby.
All 4 years.
Before I get you.
All 4 years.
You think your daughter? Let's see if your daughters can do it.
And that kind of scares me because like I was that friend that like literally like was so nice to everybody, even to the people that were mean to me.
That's just the type of.
But my mom even was like, "How did you even get nominated as a new girl?" And the other girl, there was 2 girls that got nominated. No, there was 3 girls that got. I think it was 3 girls that got nominated in each grade. And one of the third girls that always got nominated was because I was close with them. Like junior year, I got nominated with my best friend, and she got nominated because we're best friends. Senior year, I got close with Ashley, and she got nominated with me. Hey. And I think that was so cool to bring my like best friends on to experience that with me. That is dope. Because they, they saw these 2 girls.
How many proms did you go to?
I went to all proms since freshman year.
Freshman year. Prom all 4 years. Who does that? He literally
thinks it's so weird, but he doesn't understand. Like I had an older boy. Freshman year, I had a boyfriend that was a senior.
Wow.
No, a junior, and I was a freshman, and he was a junior. And then my sophomore year, he was a senior, so I went. And then junior year, how did I go junior year? Oh, I went junior year because I was talking to this guy that was a senior.
Who was a senior?
You already know.
I don't know.
I always liked older guys. And then senior year, of course, duh.
It's senior year. Duh. It's supposed to be just for senior year. One time.
Girls have...
I mean, I went twice, but I'm just saying... One time is what you really.
It was so much fun though. I'm not saying I want Nevaeh experiences from freshman year, but look, that's why military life was so hard for me because I had to move, and then obviously after Louisiana, we got stationed to Fort Campbell, and we stayed here. And those are the only places. But it was so freaking hard moving to these schools because, especially during high school, because I had so many great connections with friends and it was so hard. I was depressed. It made me depressed, and I don't know, you didn't get to experience that part because you were so young when you moved, and you stayed here since you were in middle school.
I mean, I cared. I met those friends in Germany.
But you were still little. You're like 5th grade. Like you really don't care. But like middle school,
you know what I mean? But yeah,
and high school, High school is the hardest.
And you know what's crazy? Some people go through it worse.
Yeah, they move every 2 years. I did move every 3 years, but some of them move like a lot sooner. They're there for a year and a half, and then they have to leave because it depends on their dad's job title. But like, I literally despised my parents for a while when I was in high school, and even though it wasn't their fault,
it wasn't even their fault.
But I know my dad wanted to leave so bad, so he made it happen. Because he hated Louisiana. I loved it. It was growing on me. I know it was like a small town, but it was growing on me because I did things that I never did in my norm. I would swim in a pond. Who would do that? I would swim in a pond with my friends. I would go to like four-wheeling.
You don't do any of that.
I did stuff that I was out of my norm.
Well, what about now?
Obviously, I don't have country friends.
We try to do country bumpkin stuff, and you don't be trying to break a nail.
Would you ever swim in a...
You don't be trying to break a nail.
Would you ever swim in a pond?
Yes. I don't swim in lakes and everything.
With alligators and snakes.
What? Got me fucked up now. You said alligators and snakes.
There would be lakes that we'd swim in Toledo Bend, and they said there would be alligators in there, but they're like far out.
Yeah. Any type of alligator. You said far out? Yeah, I'm not even stepping foot in there. I mean, you're crazy ass. For sure. You wouldn't do it now?
I was careless back then. I'm a mom now, so as a mom...
I have to be cautious.
As a mom, I'm like more like, oh my gosh, my anxiety's like through the roof now.
Nah, I don't blame you. For sure.
I was careless. I was a daredevil. Back in the day, I did not care.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I did some crazy shit when I was in Germany.
Okay, he has a story for y'all. Please sit back, get some popcorn, because y'all are about to hear the craziest, mind-blowing story ever. Till this day, I'm like, why? Why did you do that?
So here's the first one. Remember I was telling you all those field trips we went to, right? So there was this one field trip we went to. It was outside. It was a whole bunch of German kids. We were in this little town, and I remember it was cold because you could see your breath, right? Mm-hmm. Now, in Germany, they had gum. They had these cigarettes, right?
Okay.
It was normal to see. I mean, not normal, but you would see some older kids in high school smoking cigarettes. And back then, they used to have like the little DARE, DARE, for the freaking drugs and stuff classes. Like they went hard for DARE. Do you know what DARE is?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know the acronym anymore.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Anyways, DARE. They had these cigarettes, but they're gum. They looked like actual cigarettes. They had the pack, and inside you take it out. It looked like a whole cigarette, but it was a piece of gum. So I bought one. This was on a field trip. I bought one, and I had it like this, and I would blow. And because it was cold outside, it looked like I was actually smoking. And we did it. I did it in front of the teacher, and the teacher thought I was smoking a cigarette with the German kid. I remember that shit, but it wasn't. It was just gum. And when I showed her, they were like, "What the?"
No, you got to tell them the story I'm talking about.
I'm just saying. I was just telling.
Oh no! But did you get in trouble though?
No, I ain't get in trouble.
Oh, because okay.
They were laughing. There was other people around, like other German adults. They thought I was really smoking because I was little, and it was so funny. Anyway, so here's the story Gabbie's talking about. So in Germany, we stayed at this one house, and it was fire. We had a firehouse. It was a 3-story house. We stayed off. It was off post, and anyways, we had a whole bunch of German kids around us. It was so fun. Like, we would meet them. They spoke a little American, but most of the time it was just, pointing and yeah, I know what you're talking about type shit. But yeah. Anyways, me and Kaylee, we would always explore wherever we lived at. And we went.
Sorry, I was you're talking to them.
You is on your phone. I'm not finna tell the story. You ain't even listening.
No, talk to them.
No, I'm talking to them and you.
No,
you over here like this.
Talk to them.
No, we gonna.
Okay. I'm sorry. It's because you guys. We're having a wedding soon, so these messages are very important. Yeah. I'm sorry. Well, not us having a wedding, my friends. Okay, sorry. You're talking to them, though, about it. I already know them.
We're doing a podcast together, and it feels weird. I'm over here talking to the damn camera. And not to a person. I'm trying to tell you the story. Okay.
Bear, I know this story.
I know.
Oh, dumbass.
Anyways, me and Kaylee would always explore wherever we were at. Okay, so we live where we lived. There was I want to say there was a nice little trail. We would go down the corner.
Wait, your sister was with you when this happened? Was she?
No, I think she was playing at the park, and I explored. So there was a park around the corner, right? Me and Kaylee used to do dumbass shit. There was a park right there. I let her play, and then I explored out into this wood area. Now, when I was walking this trail, I saw a tree, and I did not know at the time what the fuck this shit was. Okay, now I know. Why is you laughing? Anyway, I saw this tree, and it looked like it. I thought it was a swing. I was like, "Ooh, let's go play on the swing." No, it was a noose. So, continuing the story, it was a noose, right? And I walked up to it, and it had like a little a step where I could step on it, and y'all know what a noose is. I was swinging on it at first, and then I was like, oh, let me put my head on it. Let me put that in my head right here, and then I started swinging again, and I was like, and I was so close. I feel like I was so close to dying that day. And, it would have been really bad. It would have been on the news, African American kid hung in. Why the fuck is you laughing?
Because
why the fuck is you laughing?
Why would you think it's a swing?
I thought it was a swing
your
for your
fucking
neck.
head.
I thought it was a swing for your neck. Okay?
For your neck?
Yes, I was not.
There's fucking swings for your neck.
Look,
there's swings for your neck.
No, I'm just saying.
Please let me know where the fuck is a swing for your fucking neck.
I was exploring.
You were exploring to end your life,
yeah,
dude.
I almost did. Anyways, I put my motherfucking neck in that damn noose, and I was swinging like this. Wee. And at first, I had fun, and then when I let my hands go, I was like, and I was like, and I picked my muscle. I used my muscles. I used everything I got to get my head back up out of it, and then I fell to the ground, and I was like, ooh, I'm not doing that again. So and then I left. And I never told my parents until when did we tell them? Recently, right? Yeah, I always did some stupid. But I would not be here right now. I almost died from a fucking noose. I could just only imagine.
Why the fuck was there a noose by the park? That's like a...
That's why I said it would have been a crazy story. A little black boy hung in a German town, where there was a whole bunch of, it would have been crazy.
It probably wasn't even for your head. It was probably for kids to just swing on, not put their head through it.
I know, it probably was. It was probably one of those where you just hang, but it was a noose. It was where you put your head in it.
Jay, I just can't believe. And then you talk about the kids doing some off the wall shit.
I know.
You need to
Well, that's why we're out there when they play.
We always have our eyes on our kids.
Motherfuckers be exploring, boy.
I think we're in a generation though that we cannot have them just roam like that.
Man, and back then I was always outside. I never stayed inside. I played games here and there, but I'd rather be outside playing.
Oh my God, Jay.
I was outside.
I wasn't laughing because oh my God, you're bad. I'm laughing because
I know why you're laughing.
You're laughing. I'm laughing
right now too.
I'm laughing because
crazy.
you literally just put your damn head through a thing that anyone should know that could kill you. It's common sense. You don't put your head through anything like that. You see those movies where they hang you. You see why it's crazy? Your parents kept you from seeing scary movies that you never even knew what it was at the time, probably because you didn't watch scary movies.
But I used to sneak and watch movies. But yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean?
I was never really allowed to watch those rated R movies, but every time Dad would go out of town, I would go up there and sneak and watch.
That's so crazy.
But my dumb ass, I didn't even know what the fuck it was. Should have known what it was.
They're always in movies.
I know. And then I learned about it in school, and then shit. I was like, oh.
I just really hope we never go through something like that. That's why we always keep our eyes on our kids when it comes. Even I will never let them walk from school either. I know back then it was different.
And
my mom used to let me.
And I would love to do that.
My mom
ride my bike, walk.
You saw I was in first grade kindergarten walking from home, but Mom would always be in the car though watching me. Yeah. She just wanted to see it, but it's just we was able to do that back in the day, and now you can't do that kind of stuff. But I don't know. It was just scary. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, that was my crazy story from Germany days. You feel me?
Yeah.
And hey, like I said, I had fun childhood memories there.
Yeah. It's crazy as like these memories that we have as military brats, but it's crazy because like our kids only experienced the military like lifestyle for like a little short memories. They were still young.
Like now,
they don't have to really deal with like the
I
hurt
wonder if
of.
They're gonna even be like, "Oh, Dad, you were in the military when they're like 17.
Yeah,
you were in the army
instead of a bus driver." They think he was a bus driver because he was a driver for like.
They really did think
on post.
And I be trying to tell them like, bro, when you're in the army, you're multiple jobs.
Yeah, and they thought he was a bus driver. It's so funny.
But guys, hey, if you guys experienced any of that, all my military folks, comment down below what you guys think of this episode. Let us know one of your crazy stories, if you have any crazy stories at different military installations. But hey, that was our story. Appreciate you guys tuning in on this week of Mom Said, Dad Said.
Bye, y'all.
Till next time. We'll see you later. We'll see y'all a little later, you little stinky booty.